Alright guys, welcome back to Golazo España, where I am going to take you through the main talking points in the newspapers today here in Spain, the football dailies, regarding Real Madrid. So Real Madrid, only in this video. I'll be doing another video about Barcelona, and then I will do a third video today, like a general roundup, show you the front pages and give you some snippets from the other clubs as well. So, MARCA today, as you can see behind me, Asensio's decline. It's saying that Asensio's future at Real Madrid is now uncertain following a string of costly mistakes. Once highly rated after his breakthrough, the Club World Cup highlighted his struggles. He gave away a penalty versus Celta in the 91st minute Copa quarter-final, nearly costing Madrid progression. VAR penalty versus Arsenal for a shirt pull in the Champions League quarter-final. A risky challenge on Rafinha in the Copa del Rey final nearly resulted in a decisive penalty. Conceded a penalty versus Al Hilal and was subbed off at half-time. Sent off versus Pachuca for a foul on Rondon, leaving Madrid with 10 men after just 7 minutes. And an error versus PSG allowed Dembele to score, followed immediately by another defensive error from Rudiger. And it says that after returning to Madrid, Asensio admitted his fault, saying he knows he's not at his best and must work to regain his place. This is like a perfect example of the Madrid-based media, because last year they were big in Asensio. He was the best things, you know what I mean? And when they signed Dean Huijsen, if you remember when they were chasing Huijsen, a lot of the coverage was, despite having Asensio, that he can fit into this team. Asensio and Huijsen were going to be the future of Real Madrid in the defence. And now, because he didn't do well at the Club World Cup, they're bringing up all these examples of mistakes that he's made, in other key games or whatever. And he's pretty shitty, I think. He's a very good player. He's only a young player. I think he's 22. He only broke through last year, if I remember correctly. And now that's it. They're turning on Asensio's decline. Imagine seeing all this, the problems of Asensio. It can't be very good for a young lad, that. Anyway, moving on. Camavinga's silent battle, injured since 23rd of April. Camavinga has quietly worked to recover from a ruptured abductor tendon. He missed the Club World Cup entirely except for one squad inclusion. Has now entered his 5th season at Madrid, with expectations rising. And while Ancelotti often played him out of position, even at left-back, Xabi Alonso now has to decide where he fits. Camavinga has suffered 6 injuries since November 2023. Despite his young age, 22, this is a make-or-break season for him in terms of long-term status at the club. Real Madrid's record budget. Real Madrid project 1.3 billion euros in revenue for the 25-26 season, another all-time record. They previously topped 1 billion euros in 2023-24, becoming the first sports club ever to do so. UEFA has praised Madrid's economic model, and I did a bit of research on this after reading it. I was like, oh yeah, is that right? And it's true. There's a lot of, they're saying that Real Madrid's one of the best run clubs, and they've got stadium debt, I think it was. But this is managed, separately from the running of the club in terms of transfer budgets and things like that. It was an interesting read, actually. By comparison, City and PSG earned 837 million and 805 million euros respectively last season. Real Madrid's 24-25 budget was 1.127 billion euros, and this financial strength underscores Madrid's continued dominance on and off the pitch. Valverde breaks the world record for minutes played. Fede Valverde has played more minutes than any other footballer in the world this season. 6,116 minutes in 72 games. 65 for Madrid, 7 for Uruguay. He missed just 3 games all season. Only Modric played more, 73 in total, but Valverde leads in total minutes. Closest rivals, Bruno Fernandes at Manchester United and Mike Maignan at Milan. Valverde has played as a midfielder, winger, and even a right-back when Trent was out. Xabi Alonso called him his own Steven Gerrard due to his versatility and impact. Now, moving on to Konaté transfer battle. Liverpool get tough. I'll be doing a video dedicated to this one, obviously, on Cop Talk TV, on my Liverpool YouTube channel after this, if you want to see more. Liverpool have told Real Madrid that Konaté will not leave this summer for less than 50 million euros. Madrid are not willing to pay more than 20 to 25 million euros, believing they can get him for free next year, 2026. Liverpool are willing to take the risk of losing him for nothing, like they did with Van Dijk and Salah last season with their contract situations. And Konaté has so far refused 2 renewal offers from Liverpool and told them he only wants to leave if it's for Real Madrid. Madrid may act now if they can sell or offload one of their 6 current centre-backs, but they remain patient, aiming for a free deal next summer. And Liverpool are like, nah, 50 million, otherwise, he can go on a free next year is basically the vibe, when we're finished with him. So I must admit, I don't want to get too much into Liverpool stuff on here because I've got my own channel for that. But no, I'm liking the way Liverpool are playing hard with the likes of Konaté, the other clubs, do you know what I mean? Barcelona, for example, with Luis Diaz. Militao's impressive return after 242 days out due to an ACL injury. Militao returned versus PSG and impressed in just 26 minutes. It says he won 67% of duels, made 4 defensive actions and had 2 shots on goal. Showed confidence, strength and was a threat in attack. With Rudiger and Asensio under pressure, Militao could be Huijsen's ideal partner for next season. He suffered 3 major injuries in the last 12 months, but his comeback looks very promising, and they were bigging that up in the media today, saying that that he could play a significant part now that he's returned to action. Carrera's transfer imminent. Alvaro Carreras, 22, visited Madrid yesterday with his family ahead of finalising his transfer from Benfica. The deal is expected to be close to 50 million euros, matching his release clause. Madrid tried to sign him before the Club World Cup, but were blocked. And Benfica recently signed Samuel Dahl and agreed to buy Rafael Obrado for Madrid's cover. Carrera spent 3 years in Real's academy, 2017 to 2020, before moving to Manchester United, and he is now set to return home. And that, my friends, concludes today's update from Spain regarding what's in the 4 football dailies, if you like, regarding Real Madrid. If you enjoyed the video, please thumbs up the video. Please drop me a comment. If you want to support the channel, I'm sure there's a way of doing so in the not in the comment section, in the video description. I'm not sure. I need to check that, to be honest with you. This channel isn't monetized. I'm doing it because I really enjoy talking about something different other than Liverpool, which I've done for 3 decades almost now. So it just gets me into into different subjects. And knowledge is power, right? Okay. All right, guys, I'll leave it with you. And hopefully, if you continue to comment and like and support my channel, that gives me incentive to continue doing these updates for you. And trust me, they take a long time to do. I go to the cafe each morning and I'm spending hours on this channel, believe it or not. So I really do need to get some feedback that says, yeah, it's worth it. All right, guys, take it easy.